Good morning, children. I am Mrs. Priya Ravi from Sir Isaac Newton School. I am going to take class for Matric 6th standard students, Geography Chapter 2. Already you learned about the Earth, the planets and all. Now we are going to learn about the land and oceans. Do you like to see the ocean? Yeah, everybody likes. Yes, there are two ways. That is, one is land and one is the ocean. So we must understand about the continent and oceans, and what are the landforms and what are the oceans, what are the classification and all. This all we are going to learn in this lesson, children. Now we are going to learn from this lesson. This is like our school, and it's a classroom. It's also a social class, and the teacher was entering the class with an envelope, and all the students very having enthusiastic. That is means they all are waiting eagerly. What is this and what the ma'am is going to teach today? Why she is bringing so big envelope? Teachers ask the children to sit in groups. She is asking everybody to sit in a group, and the group and explain the activity. Each group is given an envelope which contains 7 jigsaws and a chart paper. The teacher asks them to paste the jigsaw, that is continents, close to each other, leaving no gap between them. Teacher asks them to color the remaining place in blue. A group pasted the continent and comes first with the chart without any gaps in between. The continent, the teacher then puts the chart on the board and the children are laugh. What kind of picture is this? Once I have seen one like this in the atlas. Say Yashni. What they saying, after the teacher was putting on the board, they all start looking why this is like this. And Yashni, one girl, is saying, what this type of picture I have seen in the atlas. You are right. This is the supercontinent, and the sea around is, and also it was 200 million years ago. Then these land masses moved away from each other and changed position. It became a giant continent and oceans. Now present it is very big continent and ocean, says the teacher. And they asking, what all move, madam? What makes to move? And one student said, and the teacher explained that nothing other than the internal heat of the earth. One girl is asking why these movements are happen. So, do you know why earth is moving? Because internal heat of the earth, there is a pressure and heat interior of the earth. You will be learning later classes. So that this movement is happened, and this lesson deals about the continent and oceans. So now we are going to see in detail. Do you know earth is covered by water? Nearly 71%, and water which is covered is 71%, and land is occupied only 29%. In 100%, 71% is covered with water and 29% is only the land in the earth's surface. So the surface of the earth is not even, because there is some mountains, deep oceans, landforms, deep valleys and all. Okay, so now we are going to see about the first order landform. Okay, that is continent and oceans are grouped as first order landforms. Okay, the vast land masses on the earth is called as continents. That big place is called as continent, and huge water bodies are called oceans. There are 7 continents. How many continents in the world do you know? Yes, there are 7 continents in the world. That is Asia, Africa, North America, South America, Antarctica, Europe and Australia. And which is the largest continent, do you? Yes, Asia is the largest continent and Australia is the smallest continent. Okay, now you can see this geo-connected land classification, that is in Sangam period. Which of our landform category do you belong to? You must identify and write this answer. See Kurunji. In Tamil also, Tamil poetic thing, you will be having Kurunji, Mullai, Marudam, Neidal and Palai. The Kurunji is mountain and its environs, and Mullai is forest and its surrounding, and Marudam is agricultural land and its adjoining areas. Neidal is sea and its environs. Palai is desert region. Okay, children. Now see, this is the classification of the landforms. Okay, this is first order, second order, third order. Now we have learned the first order. Now we are going to second order. It is the activity you can do. You must do an activity like this. That is, first order is continent and ocean. Second order is mountain, plateaus, plains. Third order is valleys, beaches and sand dunes. Now, apart from continent, there are 5 oceans located on the earth surface. That is Pacific, Atlantic, Indian, Southern and Arctic oceans. Okay, and the Pacific Ocean is the largest and smallest ocean is Arctic. Remember, I have said the largest continent is Asia. Smallest one is, come on, say, anybody knows? Yes, Australia. But here the Pacific Ocean is the largest and Arctic Ocean is the smallest. Now we are going to know about the second order landforms. What are second order landforms I said? Yes, mountains, plateaus and plains. You can see this picture. See well. Are you able to watch now? Okay. This is called as second order landforms. Now we are going to know about mountains. The landform that rises 600 meters above its surrounding and has a steep slopes is called a mountain. Have you all seen mountain? Yes. Mountains, Himalaya mountain and mountain are found in isolation or in groups. If the mountains extend for a large area continuously means it's called as mountain range. This range stretches for hundreds or thousands of kilometers. The Himalayas of Asia, the Rocky Mountain, the North America, the Andes of South America are such example. The Andes mountain in South America is the longest mountain range, that is 7,000 kilometers in the world. Which is the highest peak? Do you know highest point of the mountain known as a peak? The highest point of the mountain is known as a peak. You can say which is the highest peak. Yes, Mount Everest in the world. Mountains are the sources of rivers. They provide shelter to flora and fauna, and tourism is an important activity because summer people go to the mountain ranges to enjoy the pleasing cold weather. Udakmandalam, Kodaikanal, and you all used to go for the Aircard, Yelagiri, Koli Hills. These all places in Tamil Nadu will go for vacation and all. Now we are going for plateaus. Plateaus are the evaluated portion of the earth. Elevation of the plateaus may be a few hundred meters or several thousand meters. Tibetan plateau is the highest plateau, and so it is called as the roof of the world. And this flat topped part of the plateau is called as a tableland, which is Tibetan plateau is called roof of the world, and flat topped part of the plateau is called as tableland. Deccan Plateau in Peninsula India is a volcanic origin. Therefore, the people living here are the major activities. Dharmaburi Plateau, Coimbatore Plateau and Madurai Plateau are found in Tamil Nadu. Plains are a flat. The plains are usually less than low-lying lands, that is 200 meters above sea level. Sometimes they may be rolling. Most plains are formed by the rivers and the tributaries. These plains are used for agriculture, and also fertile soil is used because of that agriculture mainly here. The plain have been cradle of the civilization for the earliest time. For example, Indus in India, the Nile Valley in Egypt are some of the earlier civilization which developed and flourished. Do you know, children, when we celebrate the International Mountain Day, that is on December 11th, we celebrate the Mountain Day. Okay? And also isthmus, that is a narrow strip of land which connects two large land masses of separate two large water bodies. There is both the sides there will be a ocean or sea. In between there will be a one strip of land, that is called isthmus. And now we are going to learn, we talked about the plateaus and all, and now we are going to talk about the plains. Yes, plains. Plains are a flat and it is low-lying land, and it is less than 200 meters above the sea level. And most plains are formed by the rivers and their tributaries. And the plains used to do for agriculture because it has fertile soil and water available there. And do you know, the plains only the cradle for the civilization from the earliest time. Okay, for example, Indus civilization in India and the Nile Valley civilization in Egypt. These are the two civilizations developed and flourished during that period. The most human suitable for this is the highest populated regions of the world. The oldest civilization like Mesopotamia and the Indus civilization is developed in the river plains like Indo-Gangetic plains. North India is the largest plain in the world. The plains formed by river Kaveri and Vaigai are important plains found in Tamil Nadu. In the coastal plains are the low-lying lands and to the oceans and seas.